Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jess of Creations, and we're now officially less than 2 weeks away from our very first show of the season. So let's get into prep mode. It is Monday. Today my spot opens up to buy tickets for the Olympics, and I've picked my sports that I'm interested in. As to what part in the event that I want to go to, I don't know. I'll just see what tickets are available. But I'm very excited for that. That is early this afternoon. That opens up at 1 o'clock, I think. 10, 11, 12. I think so. It's 10 o'clock Pacific time, so it should be 1 o'clock here. Yeah, I'm working. It is Monday, obviously, so I have to work. And then I'll buy my tickets. And then this evening, who knows what I'll make, but I gotta make some stuff. Last night I did get 20 more rows done of the wizard blanket. That puts me at 150 rows out of 300. So we are officially at the halfway point for the main design of the blanket. That's not including the border, and I have 2 weeks left to get it done. So that is going to be a goal. This week I would like to hit the over 200 point. I think we can do it. I just have to remember that I need to work on it. That is my problem, but that's where we're at. We have 150 out of 300 rows, so we have 150 left. Let's try to get 60 to 70 rows done this week. What do you think? It is Tuesday, which means today was an in-office day. I have 2 of them this week because we have mandatory in-person meetings. But anyway, I got home, immediately put on my pajamas, took the makeup off. Then I got a text message from a Sip and Stitch friend with a picture of yarn that I thought I was interested in at Ollie's. So I put clothes back on, got in the car, went to Ollie's, found the yarn, loaded my cart. It wasn't what I was expecting. The yarn in question is Juicy Couture. It was a Joanne exclusive brand and yarn. Joanne's not around anymore, obviously, so out went their yarns. But I was considering making scrunchies this year, and inspired by Passionate Kelsey, I thought that I needed Juicy Couture for scrunchies. So of course I thought I hit the lottery. Let's go. Got the yarn, put it in my cart. There were only like 4 colors. Most of the yarn was the yarn I wanted, but the thinner version. So I only could grab a couple of the actual yarn I wanted. And I was walking around the store and I was looking at the cart and I was like, I don't even like these colors. And the yarn reminded me almost exactly like Parfait Chunky, which is a yarn I use a lot with my plushies. So I was like, I already have so much Parfait Chunky at home. I don't need to be grabbing colors that I don't even like just because I think they might be good for scrunchies. So I went back to where I got it, put it back, put the card back, and left the store. So I wasted all that time, but at least now I know that I have no desire to ever use that yarn. I'm home now. I am waiting for dinner to arrive, which should be any minute now. And I plan on working on the blanket the rest of the night. Yesterday, I did get 20 more rows done. So I am officially at 170. So it's only the second day of the week, and I only need 30 more rows to get to the 200 point, which means only 100 more rows. I thought I could get 30 tonight, but because of all that happened, that's not going to happen. I'll be lucky if I can get 10. Maybe. I don't have an early morning tomorrow, so I could potentially stay up late, but we'll see by the time 9 or 10 o'clock comes around how I'm feeling. So yeah, just gonna work on the blanket and plug away at it. This sucker's gotta get done. It is Thursday. I forgot to record yesterday and maybe even Tuesday. I don't know. But where we are is I have been just working on getting this blanket done. I think that is priority number 1 because I'm running out of time quickly and there's still a lot to go. But earlier, I think I mentioned I would like to hit either earlier in this video or at the end of the last video. I said I would like to get at least to the 200th row out of 300 by the end of this week. So like by Sunday. And I hit that yesterday. I really plugged at it. I worked on it Monday. And I don't remember Tuesday. Tuesday was an office day, so I don't know how much, if any, I got done on that. All the days are blurring together because today was also an office day. I have no idea what's happening. Anyway, yesterday I hit the 200th row. So I am now beyond that, which is great. And now up to this point, each row has been like a paragraph of instructions. And now it's starting to be more like longer stretches of just consistency across the board. No more switching between single and double crochet. So it should start picking up the pace now. Where it was a paragraph before, it's now like 2 lines, which makes me happy looking at it. If scratch that. I worked on it at Sip and Stitch tonight, and everyone was of the opinion that the ends on the sides they like, and they think I should keep them as fringe, like tie them up nicely to make it look like fringe, and then maybe add fringe to the top and bottom when it's done, so all around fringe, which I never really considered because I was just gonna do like an envelope border around it so I wouldn't have to weave in all those ends, but I also wouldn't have to weave in ends with the fringe either. So when it's done, I think I will put a voting option up to people on my Instagram and see what people like, if we should fringe or not fringe. I did talk to my sister. She likes both ways, but she thinks that, I know you're watching, Michelle, that fringe would like rule out families with pets, which is something I never heard before. I never considered fringe on a blanket, having some kind of thing with family pets. But I live under a rock and I know nothing, so it could be a very valid possibility. But I think I'll wait till it's done, the main part of it, before making a final decision and get some opinions. So it is now 7:42. I just got home from Sip and Stitch. I'm going to eat some dinner, and then I'm just going to keep plugging away at this thing and hope to get it done sooner rather than later. So let's go. Happy Friday. We are taking a break to test out a brand new camera that I got. So I apologize in advance if the video quality is split for this video, as Monday through Thursday was with the phone, and hopefully Today going forward will be with brand new camera. I have been diligently working on the blanket, and the rows are getting faster and faster. So I have been really just banging out the rows really quick. So it's possible that I can finish it in the next couple days. It is Friday. I will end this week's video on Sunday. It is possible to get at least the main image done by Sunday. I'm setting that goal right now. I think at the beginning of this video, I said to at least hit the 200 mark by the end of this week would be phenomenal. But if I can finish the whole stinking thing, I mean, I'm not complaining. That's going to be a great, great, great time. And I can work on other things. So yeah, I'm just still plugging away at the blanket, and maybe I'll show you a little progress update. I will say one quick thing, that this camera is highlighting how red my face is. I really need to go see a doctor about the possibility of rosacea, but maybe I have to start wearing a little more makeup when I do these. Well, I can proudly say that I finally finished this boy. All that was left of him was his spots and to fix the situation on his head. It does still flop, but I think that's going to happen regardless because just the nature of it with the polyfill inside. But it is laying a lot better this time, and I'm just done with it. I'm done touching it. It is officially done and ready. And I just took them out of the bags to show you guys. I have officially hit row 250 of 300 on the blanket. So that's, you can do the math, 50 rows to go. I do have a Bears game tonight. It is my last game of the season. There is one more home game of the season tomorrow, but my sister and I will not be able to make it. Dave got me tickets to And Juliet at the Hershey Theater, and my sister is going to our cousin's bridal shower, so neither of us will be able to make the last home game of the season. They made playoffs, kind of shockingly. It's been a very rough year for them, but I did not purchase the package that you can get. You guaranteed your seats. You just get charged based on available games. So if they win and there's another game, you have a ticket. So I did not do that, but as of right now, today is my last game. I did not renew my season tickets for next year. It's just been a little too much. There are some parts of the year where it's just way too much. Like there will be games Saturday and Sunday, and then during the week, and then the next Saturday and Sunday, multiple times. And sometimes you just don't want to. I do love the Bears. I will still go back. But as far as the current future, I'm just going to pause a little bit on being a season ticket holder. So that's where we are at today. It is Saturday, and the blanket's almost done. Only 50 more rows to go. One more thing to mention, my goal is priority number one is the blanket. That's got to get done first and foremost. And then the rest of the week, because today we are officially 1 week away from our show, which means we're running out of time to do things. So after the blanket is done, the focus for the week will be to finish another gummy bear bag, which I have started and it's mostly done. I just have like half of the front left to do and a bit of the like crossbody strap of it. I'm going to look to see where I'm at with the strap. I might be able to sneak it into the game tonight to work on, which would be great. And then after the bag, I want to finish the Phoenix I started a long time ago now. I have the body done. I had just been struggling trying to figure out what colors I wanted for its wings and flames and feathers, but I think I have it situated. I guess I got to start doing it to figure that part out. But yeah, after the blanket is done, blanket is priority number one, and then the rest of the week will be focused on finishing the gummy bear bag and the Phoenix and doing all the non-crochet bits of the business for the show on Saturday, getting all the signage ready, packing all the display stuff. I think I need to order another tablecloth because I rented an 8-foot table and I'm thinking of bringing my 4-foot table. But now that I think about it, maybe I'll bring my 6-foot table, and that way I don't have to rent any kind of tablecloths. Because I have 2 different colored tablecloths. I have a 4-foot and a 6-foot of like a burnt orange color that I use for my outdoor shows. And then I have a 6-foot and an 8-foot for the cons. And I don't remember, it was probably because of Harrisburg for some reason that I got the 6 and 8-foot. But so I rented an 8-foot. I either try to find a matching 4-foot tablecloth or just bring my 6-foot table and be done with it. Now that I think about it, I think that's what we're going to do. Back to the drawing board. Well, this is a fun little situation as Mushy Boy and Hugo the Humpback take up like half of the Hulken bag. All right, I am back. The Bears lost, which is a shocker to no one this year, as they have not been doing well during home games, which kind of sucks. And then today, Dave and I went to see And Juliet at the Hershey Theater, and it was a great show. I knew the music going into it. Everyone knows the music. It's all Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Katy Perry, all the top, like radio hits. But it was a great show. It was really funny, better than I expected. And then tomorrow is Dave's birthday, so his parents took us out to dinner after the show at a new restaurant in Hershey called the Hershey Social. It was okay. Nothing really special, just basic, sports bar kind of food. But it was something different, so it was cool. And then I'm home for the night. I'm sat on the recliner and I am working on finishing this blanket. I have 38 rows to go. We are so close to being done. The last 20 I'm going to fly by because they're basically just solid rows. So there's no counting, which is great because right now the sucky part is there's a lot of counting to 60 or 90 repetitively, and it's boring and I keep not wanting to do it, but I only have 38 rows to go, so I need to finish it. The yarn shop owners from Snake and Skein are on Twitch right now, streaming, playing Fortnite live. So I just have them on in the background so I can hear them while I am working. So hopefully that's a little bit of motivation for me. But that's it for the night. That's it for this week's video. I'm going to just put a little clip on of me continuing to work on this blanket and call it a week. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Do all the things, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.